There's just so many fronts. It's not that we're necessarily resistant. Some things we probably have an opinion on too, on, the best way to handle those. And that on top of, I'm trying to get my AR report or whatever else a business owner's trying to do out there, is just overwhelming. And then you add in, some of the employment issues. When you're competing against the government for dollars, it's tough. So I think some of those, one of the first chapters in my book is, are you sure you really want to be an entrepreneur? This 2 years has really pushed people to ask that question. And the other part is, every entrepreneur, I'll go a little bit deep here. Every entrepreneur is an entrepreneur partly out of dysfunction, out of the fact that there's something in their childhood and their life that they're running from. And there's a transitional point for all of us where we want to stop running from something and we want to start running to something. And when that happens, we get more open to partnering because we get real specific on like, I don't need to prove anything to the world. I've done that. Now I just want to have specific impact. And with the right partners, you can do that better.
I love that. I've heard you say on some other podcast about how America has a lot of entrepreneurs, more so than other countries. And part of it is because people were running from the oppressive governments of other countries, right? And running to America. So you got all the entrepreneur blood and spirit and mindset all built
and think about 1800s, only the ADD people were getting on boats going across an ocean. You probably look at our DNA, right? And it's like, yeah, you guys have different DNA because your ancestors were all the ADD. Be like, get on a boat, it might crash and drown. Okay, that sounds fun. Let's do it.
Yeah, and then everybody had to start businesses, right? Like you started a farm and but then eventually you were trading. And so everybody was like a ground level entrepreneur.